this needs to go there. And there. Stay tuned for a future video because we're not doing that today. Oh, goodness. Guys, I'm up here in the mega shop, been trying to organize some things. Been on the phone trying to get power up here to the new shop building. Welcome to the farm. Today we're going to talk a little bit about food, about family, about farming, and about what we should be eating versus what we are eating. And we're going to talk a little bit about what went on up at the Amish farm there that got in trouble for evidently selling meat without having a USDA inspected facility, which is a no-no. We all have to play on an even playing ground. So anyway, wanted to take you in the mega shop right here. I'm in the shop. It looks really bright in here, but it's not really that bright. It's kind of dark. Thought I'd take you around. It's going to be a little fuzzy in here until I get outside. I only have 2 bars of service, but this is, I'll introduce you. This is the Yoda corn. If you haven't met the Yoda corn, that's an 88 Toyota pickup. 65,000 actual miles, 65 or 75,000. I think it's 65. Let me look real quick. This is the Yoda corn. I just did some upgrades on this, and the cat seems to have done some upgrades on it too. It's crawling all over the stinking hood to this thing, but 75,000 actual miles. So the 88 Toyota has less miles on it. That 88 Toyota has less miles on it than the 2017 F-150 right here, the Raptor. Up here in the shop, the Red Yoda, people have been asking about Red Yoda. Where's Red Yoda? It's right there, man. Kubota's up here in the shop, and Dad's Bronco is right here. Gonna see a future video. I'm gonna get this thing running so I can move it around, at least be able to move it around the shop. Got the hood up on it right now. Let's just show you guys real quick. Let me just turn the camera around. We'll show you what we got going. Now you can tell it's a little dark in here because it is a little bit dark. All right. So this is Dad's old 68 Bronco that I just bought back from a gentleman that I sold it to. Thank goodness. Thank you for selling it back to me, buddy. Gosh, I don't even know how to say how much I appreciate it. It's going to make a great project. I cannot wait. Look at that American flag back there. Here's some lumber. You're going to see that coming soon. I guess last weekend you saw me cut a whole lot of that. It's wild cherry. Live edge wild cherry. TYM 254 tractor is over here. This guy's coming out and doing some work tomorrow. The little old Honda 4Trax right there. The other Honda Foreman 500 with the loader system from Wild Hair is on there. This is my buddy's Pioneer side by side. Got a full review coming out on the Pioneer pretty soon. And behind us is the Lane Shark and the Woods backhoe on the purpose-built John Deere tractor. So this tractor's got all the valves for that mower deck right there, and that's for a tractor specific. Takes a special valve, and those are all tripods. That's the tripod graveyard. Oh goodness. So let's walk on out here. Whoop. We don't even know where my own door is. Got to put doorknobs on pretty soon. Going to do a little video about these old style doorknobs with the lock and key versus the new style doorknob with the keypad. Man, I am a huge fan of those locks with keypads. So we're gonna had a company reach out to me and say, hey Josh, I see you got a new shop. You want to put some locks with keypads on? Yeah, everything I have is combination on the farm. If I could do a combination to start the skid steer, which they do that, and a combination to start this ATV, I sure would. So, but I can't for now. I'm all about not toting around a bunch of keys like Grandpa, if you get my drift. It's just too much. So let's fire up the ATV here. We're in second gear. We'll click her out a second. There we go. First little leg of this trip, guys, we're going to go up to the fish pond real quick, and we're going to check out the catfish, okay? FYI, there's a water hole right here. That's what the little TYM tractor is coming out for. I started digging out because we're going to build a porch right here on the front of the mega shop, and there'll be a porch all the way down. There'll be an apron all the way around and sidewalks. And there'll also be a sidewalk that wraps right around here, goes down through where that grass is right there. And then there'll be a concrete pad out here, and there'll be an outdoor kitchen over here. So expect fun Food Fridays coming out, man. We're gonna have some awesome stuff. I have a 5-pound keychain. Yeah, I don't have that, man. That's what I didn't want to. I don't want to tote around a bunch of keys. It's too darn confusing. If I have somebody here helping me on the farm. Guys, as you come in the door, welcome to the Wednesday night live stream here. This is the live stream. We're both on Facebook and on YouTube. This is typically a Wednesday night live stream on the regular Facebook YouTube channel, but we've moved over to the live stream channel. So glad to have all you guys. We got about 160 people here. We're a little bit early starting. I like to start a little bit early. We'll get a few sneak peeks at a few things for you super fans that are chomping at the bit. This is how I set up the whole fencing around the farm, all the way around. This is where the cows go. This is where the cows don't go, all the way around the farm. The fencing has enough room for me to drive all the way around and access the cows. And you'll see that in a second. We're going to go up and see the cows. First, I had a lot of naysayers about this product that I use to fix my leaky pond dam. And guys, we're going to go up here and see it in action. The product is called Damn It. Damn It. And damn it has worked. Tell you what. Now the fish may not come up because they're catfish. They don't like to come up so much in the daytime. They love it right before dark. But I do, man, look at that. The pond is back, man. This pond was just a puddle right here. There was no there was no pond here. This has come up at least 9 feet. So here's what we got to do. I've got the fish kind of trained. Watch. Fishy, fishy, fishy. So I pat on that barrel, and right there, I see a catfish. I can already see little catfish coming up. So let's give her a try. There's one right there. Fishy, fishy. You think I'm crazy doing that, but I'm not. I want to train them. There's one out there. You see the swirls in the water? So we'll give them a little half scoop right here. This is a gallon scoop, and that's fish feed. Just throw it right there. Fishy, fishies! You think they can't hear you. They can hear you. They can hear, especially when I pound the drum. Fishies! Might be a little bit annoying on camera. There we go. There's one catfish. I wish I could zoom. I can't zoom with this program on my phone, but you'll see them. They'll be tearing the water up here in a second. There they go. So all the catfish survived. Catfish alert, bottom left. You can see them. They're big right there, man. Blow your screen up and you'll be able to see them. So I put 25 channel catfish in this pond right here. This pond is somewhere in the neighborhood of a half an acre. I actually came up here last night and hung out with a deer. A deer was right there with me, and we just hung out and I fed the fish, and the deer just kept on eating. He won't do that during hunting season. He knows better than that, I guess, but it was a female deer. So now you see the water getting torn up. That product that I put in here that looks so slimy and dangerous and unnatural worked, okay? And it didn't harm any fish. So I put 25 channel cat in here, and now there's probably 200 channel cat. I actually need to trap some out and put them in the other pond, and I'm going to do that over the next weekend or so, next 3 or 4 days. I'm going to trap some out. So maybe take you guys up here on the live stream. Probably Friday would be the day. And we've got some little catfish that are about that big. So they're breeding in here, which is something that's impressive with channel cat. You've got to have a channel for them to go into. In other words, they need a tube or a rock or some sort of habitat to sneak into and hide so that they can have their babies. So, or lay their eggs and have their babies. So that's what's up. All these little ones on the outside, they're all little channel cat. And then there's some bigger ones right in here. And they're used to me coming up and feeding them now. I mean, there's probably 100 fish right here. Really, really cool, guys. I don't know if you like this kind of stuff or not, but I like this kind of stuff. This is food, family, and farming right here, if there ever was, right? So that's my thing. Come up here in the morning after I move the cows, and I'll give them a little bit of fish food and feed the critters, and then I'll go back, do my work here on the farm, and then in the evening time, typically it's right before dark, I'll come up here and feed the fish. So that's it. Next leg of fencing on the farm is going to be down that trail right there. We're not going to ride over there today. There's really no reason to ride over there. But that's the next leg of fencing. You'll see that soon on the channel. Greetings, everybody. Tell me where you're watching from. Waterproof GoPro. Yeah, pretty much all the new GoPros are waterproof. I could put it down there, but if I could zoom on the camera, we could really get a good shot of them. But can't zoom with this program that does all these different platforms. It's too much for it. Show Josh some love. What is this? What did that say? Show Josh. What did that say? Show Josh some love and hit those reactions. Yeah, hit the like button, guys. I love it. I love that. Appreciate it. It helps YouTube, Facebook, everybody know that, hey, people are interested in this kind of content. People like this kind of stuff. And I want to thank you guys that are over here on the new YouTube channel. Thank you so much. We are now at 1,170. Probably going to grow today. 1,170 new followers on the live stream channel. In case you don't know, you're watching on Facebook. I know you do know. We're doing live streams, I don't know, 4 to 7 days a week here on the Stony Ridge. So I'm going to whip the camera around. We're going to drive on. You'll see a few vehicles as we drive by. I like hot rods. I like cars. I like old cars and new cars. I just enjoy buying and selling and playing with cars. So you'll see some of that. I had some pretty negative sentiment come out of my video where I sold the cattle. People say, well, you wouldn't be losing money if you'd stop buying all those stupid cars and building stupid buildings. Dude, it's my life, man. That's what I like to do. Sheffield, Ohio, 25 miles west of Cleveland. Awesome. Patrick, Brian, and Cheryl Forrest, Jim, Dave, Tim, Short Bus Mooner. Short Bus Mooner. That's not very nice. I just noticed that. Oh, good deal. Man, look at how big this building is, guys. I cannot wait to get up here and get working on this. Can't wait. The butcher shop's going to be right there. That's the door to the butcher shop. And that right there is Lake Stony, and it needs to go away. Got to fix that. My concrete guys will be here probably sometime in the next few weeks. It's no minor undertaking. This is going to be another $18,000 in concrete work. It just costs money to build this building, guys. It's just all it is to it. This is the Mustang Orangey, the Unicorn Dodge. That's my fuel truck. And this is the Band-Aid Trans Am. And the Band-Aid looks like it's buried up, sitting there beside the ABI water tank. That's my secondary backup water system. In case the well quits on me, I'll have that. 1,000 gallons of water. In the wintertime, that'll last those cows about 3 days. Summertime, 2.5 days. Sometimes 4 days in the winter. Will you have a walk-in freezer in there? John, I am currently researching walk-in freezers. Absolutely. I'm not sure just yet. I think a walk-in cooler might be better than a walk-in freezer, but if we're going to sell beef off the farm, then that's what we got to do. The dogs have been throwing a little fit there, looks like. With the dogs in the kennel, looks like they splashed around the water. Look at how beautiful, guys. It's just a beautiful day. I'm going to have to mow the yard tomorrow, I guess. It's supposed to rain again tomorrow morning. The garden's getting put to bed. In case you guys haven't seen this yet, I'm trying something with my Amazon boxes, my corrugated paper boxes. I'm using them to put the beds to bed for the winter. we go. Chickens are doing good. You know what? I think the chickens deserve a little trip out tonight. Ladies, you're going to get a night on the town. Come on out. It's a night on the town night, and it's also water night. I need to get them some water. Cockabur. Ugh, get that out of here. Eat that cockabur, chickens. All right. Do they know they're out? Do they know they can go free? Go ahead, guys. There you go. Eat them cockaburs. Good stuff. How the log cabin you drove by, how old is it? That is not a log cabin. That is a tobacco barn. It was built circa 1918. That is where they used to hang tobacco. They hung Mater and Dad's old farm all. We're going to get that running too soon. And the truck's all about. That's an old Home Depot rental dump truck. Aluminum dump bed, really cool. Dennis says you can also use cardboard to start carrot seeds quicker. Ah, cool. Disconnect from Starlink impeding. I think we already disconnected from Starlink, buddy. I think I turned my Wi-Fi off. If I didn't, man, you got me wondering. Hang on. Time out. Where one cow is where all the rest of the cows want to be. Sorry, lost audio there when we went off Starlink. So, you know what? I think I'm going to drive up in here today. I'm just going to drive up there and we're going to sit and we're going to kind of chat a little bit. I wanted to talk to you guys about, man, we've got some discrepancies here lately in our food system. And I think really it's been in the news a lot, that Amish farmer that had an organic farm and got busted, got raided, I guess. I don't understand why they would raid someone like that. Seems like a waste of resources to me. Maybe contact them and talk to them. I don't know. I don't know about all that and how it all went down. But I do know that, and we'll talk about this in a minute, about overregulation of certain food things and an underregulation of other food things. Namely, why does corn need to be in everything we eat? And how does that get USDA approval? And an organic farm can't sell produce and food. It just seems the system's backwards. So, yeah, it just seems that the system is backwards. Now, we all have to play by the same rules, and those same rules dictate that if you're going to sell beef off of your farm, then that beef has to be USDA inspected. That's just it. We have to all play by those same rules. Doesn't make them right, but it does make the rules. So, all right, got a couple girls laying down up here. Let's turn the camera around. We're going to move the cows over to a new paddock real quick, and then we'll chit chat a little bit with the cows in the background. So, beautiful, beautiful evening. Sun's about to set. Check that out. Just a pretty place up here, guys. All this was just a brushy old pasture, a brushy overgrown pasture when I bought the place. So it's really has come along. You can see my shadow is pretty long and tall right now. We're going to grab the tripod and get up here. So we have been, this morning, the cows were here. I moved them to here at about 9 o'clock this morning, something like that. And then now we're going to move them to the next paddock, which is going to be right here. So we'll get our camera set up. Hey, girls and boys, I don't want to exclude anyone. Hey, it's about time to move, isn't it? What are you guys hanging out by the water for? You're not drinking. You're just hanging out up here? Oh, goodness. That's a sign of a little bit of heat stress. These girls hanging out right here by the water. So that's just is what it is. It's a little bit warm today. It was 82 degrees. I'm not really concerned. The optimal temperature for the cows is about 78. That's a optimal max temp before the cows start feeling a little bit from the heat. So today they felt a little bit from the heat. That was it. They don't gain weight quite as fast when it's hot like that. So that's what the concern is. So girls, come on. All right. Woo! This is just a big spring right here, okay? And the spring surrounds the entire watering area, and that's where the cows drink their water, and that's how I can easily do this. I used to have to take wire loose and untie it and stuff, and now I don't. Come on, girls. Woo! In case you guys are new to the farm, this is a regenerative farm. We are regenerating the land. We are bringing hay to the land. We're bringing carbon to the land, and we're rejuvenating our land with these cows. And it's really, really worked, guys. If you've been following the channel, I've been making videos for about 7 years, and boy, it's really, really changed so much. Come on, girls. Come on. They'll be on this paddock right here for 12 hours. A paddock. What is a paddock? This is a pasture. The entire thing is a pasture. A paddock is a section in the pasture. This is a pizza wedge section in the pasture called a paddock. All the girls are moving on through. Come on, girls. Woo! And boys. Wooly Bully's got a little limp. That's the bull right here. He's got a little limp on his right rear leg. It's getting better. So that's why he's got a little bit of a limp. I think he strained himself being a bull, doing bull things, if you get my drift. All right. Turn the camera back around here. No better sound on earth right here than what we're hearing. These cows just eat, eat, eat. When you looked at the ranch first covered in brush, why did you buy it? Why not a place that was already grassy? John, dude, yeah, it was cheaper. Paid around $1,800 an acre for the land that we're seeing right here, guys. It's well worth $4,000 to $5,000 an acre now. So that's why, brother. You see potential when you make it what you want to make it. So it gave me a way to make a blank slate to build my farm the way I wanted to build my farm. So that's what we got. Have I talked to my dad about him? About Wooly Bully? He knows. He watches all the live streams. Didn't put the fly traps out today. Did not. Josh, you need to look into P.M.A. I don't know what that is. Don't know what that is, buddy. You're going to have to share that with me. Can you get carbon credits? No, I don't think so, John. We just keep the government off this place. That's what we want to do. That's our entire goal. So all the cows are up here. Tammy is down here drinking. Go ahead, Tammy. We don't want to bother Tammy. Go ahead and drink, Tammy. There you go. She's a little freaked out by the water. This is probably maybe the 5th time I've seen her drink water out of the mirror fount water. I don't dare get any closer or she'll just run off. There we go. So she pushes that little blue ball down and then is able to drink water. So bought mine at $8K an acre. It's now worth $20K an acre. Land went nuts here. Yeah, I don't doubt it. Do you think you'll ever get to the point that you will have enough winter forage to cut back on hay? Yeah, Dude, that's the goal, man. That's it. That's the goal of this entire project right here. Absolutely. Even this year we may have enough winter forage, but we'll see. There's a huge difference in what the winter forage looks like and what it looks like right now. Now, Tammy, get your butt back in there. Go that way. Whichever way you want Tammy to go. That's the opposite way she goes. That's funny. The camera just automatically followed her. That was pretty funny too. Okay. So I'm going to take this guy loose right here. Hang it up right there. Okay. And then this is going to close off to the paddock that we were just in. Again, this is like a big slinky, just a big spring. We're going to go right up here and hook it right up to this. All this stuff is from Farm Fence Solutions out of Worthington, Indiana. Post, wire, everything. So all but the water tank. Cool. All right. So do we need to keep power on this? No, not really. We don't really need to. I could leave this disconnected, but I'm not. We'll just hook it right back up right there. And now it has power. In case a cow gets through here and through here. Cool. So, awesome. Good deal. I almost forgot I brought the four-wheeler up here. All righty. I'm going to grab the tripod here, and we are going to just sit down here and chat for a minute, guys. Talk about what are your thoughts and feelings about what's going on with the with that Amish farm. I think it's important for us all to kind of, as a community, come together here and chat about it. We have, and I had planned to have Mike from Our Wyoming Life on here, but it's 102 degrees in Gillette, Wyoming today, and Mike has his hands full trying to get the horses up right now. So could not get Mike on. We're going to talk a little bit about food and about buying farm fresh versus buying at the grocery store, and what's acceptable practice and what's not acceptable practice. So that's what we're going to talk about right now. So what happened? Okay. Food, families, what happened to our country 50, 60, 80 years ago? We were raising the food on small farms, and people didn't have a supermarket to go to. You didn't have a supermarket where you could go and just buy anything. The food system in this country has really changed, and in my opinion, it's quite overregulated in some ways, and then not underregulated in other ways. Like high fructose corn syrup is in everything. I mean, guys, pick up the stuff that you pick up in the grocery store. When you pick stuff up in the grocery store, look at the label. If it says it has corn syrup in it or high fructose corn syrup, anything other than real sugar, I don't buy it. I just quit buying it. Once in a while, I'll boo-boo and buy something that's not like that, that's not all natural. But man, why is it okay for a grocery store to sell fake sugar, and it's not okay for a farmer to sell beef right off of his farm? That's the question. So that's the question. Need more details on the Amish farm. So I need more details on the Amish farm. I read up on it a little bit today, and from what I gather, it looks like, and this is just from what I gather, this is hearsay. This is not fact. So just so you guys know, but from what I gather from reading up on this and all the information that I see, and it's like hands across America right now for these guys. And I understand that people want to support small farms. However, we've all got a set of rules that we've got to play by. And that's why I wanted to have a farmer that's selling beef right off his farm right now, so you guys would have access to that too. We all have to play by the same rules, and those rules are dictated by our government. Our elected officials make those rules, and those rules are for you to sell beef or meat off of your farm or any processed food. It has to be USDA inspected. Okay, so the issue evidently was that he must have been selling beef, and again, I don't know this for fact. There's so much out there, I can't put it all together, but you have to have your beef USDA inspected. That's just the bottom line, not bottom dollar. Somebody just said dollar. Hemet Valley Honey Company just said it's all about dollar bills. There is a helicopter flying. I'm looking directly into the sun right now. There's a helicopter getting ready to fly right over top of us. You haven't realized that the government hates the family farmer? I don't think so, man. I just don't think so. I don't think that the government hates the family farmer. I just think that it's overregulated to the point now that it really hurts the small family farmer. It's just overregulated. Now, can I sell apples off the farm without them being USDA inspected? Of course. Tomatoes, grapes, whatever I want to sell, hay, all that stuff, I can sell it. But I can't sell processed food, and i.e. food that has gone to the butcher. So I can't sell it unless it's USDA inspected. You have to have, evidently, a USDA inspector inside your facility, 1 or 2 USDA inspectors inside your facility. So there's just no way that I could process beef. I can process it for myself and for my own consumption, but I can illegally sell it, which is not what I want to do, or I can take it up to my local butcher shop, which is USDA inspected. And I think that that's where the Amish farmer went wrong. If you break the rules, if you know the rules or if you don't know the rules, it's not up to anybody to teach you the laws. It's up to you to know the laws. And if you know the rules and you break the rules, then you've got to be prepared to face the consequences. Whether those rules are fair, whether we believe that those rules make sense or not. So, yeah, we all have to play by the same rules. And it's not fair to Billy Joe Bob's farm over here who has USDA inspected beef. It's not fair to him, the farmer next door to the guy that's selling beef that's not USDA inspected. It's just not fair. So it has to be fair. We have to be on a level playing field. So let's see here. We both have half equipment for hay and split the work. Okay, good deal. I think you can do it if you get the inspector there. Must be a co-op you can join for processing meat with the USDA inspector. I'm sure you probably could, Roy. It's just cost prohibitive and time prohibitive. It's a full-time job. I mean, it's a full-time business, these guys that are processing meat, and there's not enough help. They have trouble finding help too. It's why it's going to take me until May to get a cow in. I mean, it's ridiculous. It's completely ridiculous. So we all want good quality food. I think we all want good quality food, but most of America doesn't care. They just want to turn a blind eye to it. And you know what that blind eye does? It makes you a diabetic. It makes you obese. It makes you malnourished and obese. And I don't know if you guys know this, but you can be malnourished and obese at the same time. In fact, most people who are obese are malnourished, okay? And I'm speaking from experience here, okay, guys? I just lost 85 pounds, and the way I did it was I stopped eating the garbage that you're buying in the grocery store. I pick it up, I read the label, and if it says it's got corn in it, I'm done. I'm done. And this ain't corn on the cob like Grandma used to pick off the, this ain't Silver Queen corn on the cob. This is GMO corn, dude. It is GMO corn, and I'm not going to feed my animals GMOs for any reason at all. So I don't know. Will you keep buying hay, or will you get your own hay equipment? I sold all the hay equipment, okay? I'm not going to bale any hay off this farm for at least another 5 to 7 years, all right? I am building soil. Hay is an intensive it's a land-intensive and nutrient-intensive thing, okay? So until I get my soil built the way I need it to where it will support the cows and I can build my herd up, I'm not going to cut hay. And I get this question all the time, and it's just, people don't understand. It's not, you've got to put fertilizer down. If you cut hay out here on this pasture, in 2 years of cutting hay, it will be desertification. It will be a desert out here, guys. It will just be, there's just not enough carbon to support it. So we just don't have any good topsoil here. So understand that when you see me talking about buying hay, and I bought 200 bales and I had about 20 bales left over from last year. So food direct from the ranch farm, I think got even more popular, is getting even more popular. It is because people are fed up with the garbage that's in their food. But the problem is everybody can't afford to do that. And what that does, everybody can't afford to do that. And there's also ignorance out there. I've got friends and family and neighbors that literally get angry when they hear about something being organic. You know, like, well, I've got a gallon of milk in the house. It's organic. I bought organic milk. Why did I buy organic milk? Because it's good, because it's better than the garbage milk. I bought organic milk. I buy organic veggies when I can. And I've got friends and family that just get mad. They just think that, it's food is food. It's not. It's not, guys. It's not. Would you rather eat something that hasn't been sprayed and that's natural, or would you rather eat something that's been genetically modified and sprayed with Roundup or glyphosate or whatever chemical they want to spray on it? Bug spray, all sorts of stuff. So I don't know, man. I don't know. You tell me. I know what I'd rather eat. So PMA allows food to be sold direct from the farm, no USDA. If you have meat directly from the farm, you're going to have a USDA inspection. As far as I know. You need to change your name to Stony Ridge. I'm not going to grow hay farmer. Yeah, Dennis, no doubt. Fresh cow milk here in North Georgia is $10 a gallon. I don't think I wouldn't be down with that. But I only drink a gallon of milk every month or so, so $10 over a month, that's okay. Very expensive for hay equipment. Yeah, absolutely. So we're talking about, I spent $3,600 last year on hay. I spent $9,400 this year on hay on the farm. Hay got more expensive. That's it. The land that the hay came off of had to be fertilized. It was fertilized. It had to be fertilized. But that's where the buck stops. That's where it stops. It stops at that farm. It doesn't start back up here on this farm. So, yep. Rolling out hay feeds the cows, feeds the soil, and it's full of grass seed. Yep, absolutely, Jason. Absolutely. Somebody just said, Evan says you're right on the USDA. Philip, yep, you can send me the link, buddy. That'll be fine. I don't think it'll allow you to post a link on the stream. So let someone else do the hard work from growing and baling hay. You have a real good system. Your choice. It's still hard work. It's hard work loading it, unloading it, making the money to buy it. It's still hard work. So really appreciate you taking the time to answer good and bad comments. It's really awesome. Most channels of my size don't do it. Exactly, John. Most channels of my size would never do live streams like this. And that's why I moved the live streams over to a live stream channel. So folks that want to see the day-to-day and the gripes and the complaints and the rants, they want to see the day-to-day work here on the farm, they can actually see it. So Brian says we buy it to churn it to make butter. So you're buying whole milk. Gotcha. And some buttermilk. I don't do buttermilk. Never have done buttermilk. Just, I don't know. Any of you guys I just never liked buttermilk. Never has been my thing. I was stationed at Fort Bragg. I always thought North Carolina was beautiful. It is beautiful. Fort Bragg area is not the most pretty place. It's a lot of pine trees and pretty flat down there. This is way, way different country than that longleaf pine country down at Fort Bragg. All right. Ray says you should grow some pot. Okay, Ray, I'll grow some pot. Yeah, dude. Why is there one of those in every crowd? I don't know, man. Ray, this is a cattle farm. This is not the place to grow pot. Sorry, bud. Buttermilk when I fry chicken. All right, there you go. David says sell raw milk here in Southern California, $15 a gallon. Well, I don't know if you can do that. Can you buy raw milk? No, pot has destroyed our ranching community here in Northern California. Boom, there you go. When you get doing your own butchering, are you going to do liver capsules? No, bro. No, sorry. Hey, Josh, do you ever try to make ghee like Doug and Stacy's, what they have made? I have not. Doug and Stacy, there are two people there, okay? It's just me on 150 acres. Doug and Stacy are on like 12 acres out there. They don't have the handful that I have. Doug is a great guy. Stacy's a great gal. Doug says, I don't believe in all that moving cow stuff. And I said, what do you mean you don't believe in it? I don't believe in moving those animals. Well, you've got it really small. He has a fairly small piece of property there, and it's very difficult to rotationally graze. That was part of the conversation, and we're going to get Mike from Our Wyoming Life. We're going to have some conversations with Western ranchers and talk about what intensive grazing means to a Western rancher, okay? They don't have grass like this, okay? This is like the lushest grass that we'll ever get out there in Wyoming. And it's only that way for about 3 weeks out of the year. So, yeah. Michael Blum says, what is a liver capsule? I think it's some sort of a liver pill that you take to increase your iron, maybe? I think so. I've seen raw milk at Sprouts, but it's lightly pasteurized. Well, that ain't raw, man. Raw straight out of the cow. And I've tried raw milk straight out of the cow. I think you can buy it in England. I went over there to, I tried it at an Amish farm in a undisclosed location. And I also tried it when I was in England at Tom Pemberton's farm out there. I didn't buy it, so I guess it's legal. But I did try it. And it was pretty yummy. It was just like heavy cream. It was just like coffee cream almost. Every dollar we spend with small farms slowly builds a community and takes away from big ag. There's nothing wrong. Let's just talk about that too. So when I'm out in Montana, and I'll be out there later this month, I'm gonna go visit a big ag, a big farm, the Welker Brothers farm. If you guys are over on, I don't know if Welker Brothers have a Facebook thing or not, but I know they have a YouTube channel, Welker Farms. We'll be out there with Nick and the guy they call Leg Arms. I'm going to try and get Leg Arms to arm wrestle me. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, it's easy to overdose on iron. Yeah, it is easy to overdose on iron. Did you know before the advent of aluminum and stainless steel pots and pans, when everybody cooked on cast iron, that there was never a documented case of iron deficiency anemia in the United States? That's a little tidbit. It's interesting. I cook every bit of food that I cook. If it's not on the grill, it's in cast iron, unless it's in a pot, like cooked in a pot. So it's the milk labeled raw, hence the problem between what's real and what's not. Yeah, exactly. If it's lightly pasteurized, it ain't raw. So how long did it take you to lose 85 pounds? It took me about 7 months, 7 or 8 months, something like that. I hear something. Strange vehicle. Don't know. Okay, Raw Farm USA blog, where to find raw farm products. Get at Sprouts, used to get at the Miller's Farm. Through Food Buyers Club, Rose Bowl, Pasadena, California. All right, cool. Awesome. Have farmers markets around here. If you buy milk from them, you must sign a paper. Meat should be the same way. That's it. That's it, Alvin. That's kind of what we're talking about here. So the USDA inspected meat. If I sell meat off the farm, it has to be USDA inspected. Now, if I sell meat and it's not USDA inspected, shouldn't that be the prerogative of the consumer? The problem is that the government doesn't trust. It's just like getting caught chewing gum in class. One guy gets caught chewing gum in class and sticking it up under the desk, and everybody gets punished. So one person gets sick from beef and creates a lawsuit, and it's not USDA inspected, so everybody gets punished for it. So I don't know. Shouldn't it be our own prerogative to buy what we want to buy? But does everybody have enough sense to do that? That's the question. Does everybody have enough cognitive ability to decide what's clean and good for them to eat and what's not? I don't know. I don't know that. I don't think so. I honestly don't think so. Does everybody know how to pick a peach? Does everybody know how to pick a squash or a pear or a cabbage? They don't. Does everybody know how to pick a wild mushroom? They don't. So I don't know. Get rid of lawyers, problem solved. That's funny. Sean says, no, they don't. They don't. And it's not bad. But I encourage you guys, take your kids out, learn how to pick strawberries. At least you can go out to a strawberry farm and in late summer and learn how to pick them. So they don't do that with venison. I don't know where you can buy venison. I know I can't sell venison. It's a wild game unless it's farmed venison. What would you think about, what's this? Would you think of getting another donkey? Terry, gosh, that's another question I really get all the time. So we had 2 donkeys out here. Tammy's 1 donkey. So you got 2 donkeys. The donkey is here to protect the calves. That's its sole purpose in life, is to protect the calves and evidently bite the tail off of the bull. If you have 2 donkeys will run off somewhere and there'll be donkey herd. And then there'll be cow herd here and donkey herd there. If you have 1 donkey, that donkey kind of babysits the cows. So 2 donkeys makes a donkey herd. 1 donkey sticks with the cows, and that's what we want. So that's why we don't have 2 donkeys. And Tammy doesn't need a companion. I'll tell you, she had a baby, and we called him Little Jack. And Little Jack was the meanest little Jack. He was a Jack. So she's a Jenny, which is a female donkey. A Jack is a male donkey. And he was the meanest thing. He would bite all the time. He was just a pain in the butt. So I sell whole cow, consumer responsible for the butchering. Evan, yep, you can do that. Absolutely. Absolutely. But who's got a trailer? You know what I mean? How's that, you know, again, who's got a trailer? So if you're selling it and you're probably taking it to the butcher, I guess. I didn't know I could do all that. That's why I watch these shows. Okay, cool. If people were smart about what they ate, McDonald's wouldn't exist, says George Byrne. You're right, George. And shame on me, man. I eat McDonald's once in a while, too. I love a McDonald's milkshake, even though I have no idea what it's made out of. But I'll probably drink one a month, a small shake once a month. I'm an ice cream fanatic. Not everyone is smart enough, I think. Stupid should hurt. That's what somebody just said. Do you worry about predators getting after your cows, or does the wire fence keep them safe? That's what we were just talking about, Gary or Jerry. Here comes another airplane. So we're just talking about that. The donkey helps protect the calves. There are no predators big enough. What is that? It looks like a warbird. It's a cool plane. Okay, so the donkey's up here protecting the cows. The calves. Once they get past about 150, 200 pounds, we really don't have to worry about that. But if coyotes were to come in the pasture and get after a calf, the donkey would handle that situation pronto. And the adult cows would too. So, yep, that's it. We don't have wolves or mountain lions or anything like that around here. I have cows. I sell calves. I don't care where they go to get fed the rest of the way. Okay, Corey. Good deal. My wife said, did you quit drinking beaver milk? No, badger's milk. Did I quit drinking beer altogether? That was my vice. That was my carbs. So what I did to lose weight, I dropped my carbs down to about 20 carbs per day, and pretty much the only carbs that I got were from food, veggies, fruit, and maybe a beer once in a while. So, yeah, I've never been a really heavy drinker. So, where'd you buy your first cow? Here's where I made a mistake. I went to the cattle auction, went to the sale barn, bought my first cow. I bought a cow-calf pair, and that cow-calf pair did not do well. Some scummy, and this is just the scum of the earth. I want your opinion on this, guys. We got almost 300 of you in here. Give me your opinion on this. Scum of the earth. Put a calf with a mama cow that was not the mother of that calf. Evidently, this cow had calved a couple days before, and something must have happened to the mom. So they put a calf that did not belong to this mother and was not nursing this calf. They put them together. I guess for a couple days, and then ran them through the auction sale as if it was a cow-calf pair. What a scummy person. This is called animal husbandry because you have a love for the land and a love for the animals. What kind of a scumbag? What do you guys think? That was just super, super scummy. And that calf ended up dying. It got into the water tank, and this is something that I learned and I just didn't know. I kept 2 water tanks. One water tank was a smaller water tank for the calf, and one was a bigger water tank. And somehow, I don't know exactly what happened, but the water tank was really slick in the bottom. And that's why I put rocks in my water tanks now, or make sure that they're able to get out. But the calf went over in there and just couldn't get out, got exhausted, laid down, and it drowned in this much water. It was literally that much water. So, pretty sad. We do that so we don't have to bottle feed a... Caden says, we do that so we don't have to bottle feed a bum calf if they take well, but never would sell. Yeah, that's just scummy. That's just horrible. It's just absolutely horrible. Should have been disclosed. Yeah, they just ran them through the auction. It was just horrible. So there are scumbags out there like that, guys. That you want to think, I just want to think, and I don't know if you guys are like this or not, but I just want to think that everybody is inherently a good person and is always looking out and doing the right thing and doing the good thing, but they're not, guys, and it's just sad. That's why, again, why we're overregulated. Another thing. So, people cut corners, man. A little beef might be a little bit rotten, but it's still red, so let's sell it and give the person the squirts. It's horrible. It's horrible. So, what people will do to make $1. Exactly, Brian. I paid $1,200 for that cow-calf pair. Lost the cow. Lost the cow and the calf. The cow was a cull cow. It had problems, and I ended up losing the cow and the calf. So the cow had to be, it developed a health problem where it couldn't hardly walk, so I got it to the butcher. That was all I could do. Thank goodness I could get them in quick. I volunteered at a local horse rescue. Most are retired buggy horses. Reading your comment here. The sale is disgusting. Yeah. Why not buy a cow from stepdad, Edwin? Well, stepdad didn't have a cow he wanted to sell, obviously, my brother. I will sometimes sell some of my best cows to help the young kids starting out. That's the way they get good genetics. So I am selling 6 cows off the farm to a good friend of mine. His name is Webster, and he'll be buying 6 cows off of me this coming, I guess, probably in about a month or so. He's got a bunch of hay. He's all excited. He's got his fence up. He's got a waterer, mirror fount waterer like me. So he's getting it done. That is some scummy crap. Great wolf. Absolutely. Scott Smith says, I agree with you, Josh, about the cows. Some people are just scummy. Yeah, they are, man. Will we ever meet your real dad, Michael? You've met him in last Saturday in the video when Dad was cussing. You didn't see that video? I think it's like episode 8 or something like that. We're processing chickens. Dad was there. Dad's been in several videos. Absolutely. Got 2 dads. I got a stepdad and a real dad, but both have been in the videos. Read up on custom slaughter exemption. You can sell a cow to a person or a group of people, then charge them a fee to process the animal. Okay. I'll read up on that. Didn't y'all cure ham a few years ago? Yeah, Willie, there you go. There's an old-time fan right there. Look up, if you're on YouTube or even on Facebook also, I think. Look, search the channel for Appalachian hog processing. Old-timey Appalachian hog butcher. And you'll find it. So, Michael, yep, you're definitely there, brother. You're a super fan, man. You can edit that. Yeah, exactly. That's what Dad said. You can edit that. I'm like, dude, it's live right now. You're live. There's 500 people watching you. Took him a tiller. Yeah, Edwin, there we go. How about the new girlfriend? Like to see her. She's at work right now. What mineral and salt blocks do you use for the cows? I use the, here's how I have two choices. I have the white salt block, which is just sodium, just salt. And then I have the mineral block, the trace mineral block, which is the tan colored, brown colored mineral block. And that's what I use out here. Soon we'll have a free choice mineral feeder that we'll pull along with the cows, and they'll be able to choose the mineral that they need the most, okay? And what happens is those minerals come into the cows. Here comes that airplane again. Those minerals come into the cows, and they pass through the cow, and it gets out on the land and thus gets into the plants, and the plants will contain those minerals. So over time, they should need less and less minerals. Hey, we dads can do that, brother. All right. Boy, a lot of people got a lot of theories about the new girlfriend being the old girlfriend, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, you'll see. It's coming soon. It's coming soon. Awesome. Well, guys, I don't want to take up too much of your time, but I did want to talk about food and family and farming and what's going on and whether we're overregulated. I want your opinions, guys. Post comments down there and tell me what you think. You know, it's a shame that this had to happen to that farmer, to that Amish farmer. It's just a shame that it had to happen that way. There's probably a better way, an easier way. But when you do wrong, they're going to catch you. They're going to catch you. So it'll be interesting to see how it all plays out. I'm not sure exactly what the charges are. Everything I read on the internet is different. I don't know. I can't figure it all out. But I do know if I sell beef off the farm, it has to be from a USDA inspected facility. You guys tell me, post in a comment, let me know, do you think it should be up to the consumer? If you buy beef right off the farm, would you sign a waiver saying that I wouldn't sue you for getting sick from this beef? I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't. I'm just telling you. I wouldn't. Personally, if I butchered a cow, I know how safe it is, and I know that I would do the right thing. But I don't trust, just like that guy that brought the cow to the sale barn with a baby that didn't belong to it and passed it off as its own baby. People will do bad things. So I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't dare do it unless it was a trusted resource, trusted like myself, trusted local farmer, trusted local place. Deer processing is totally different. It's not USDA inspected. You're simply hiring a guy to process your deer. Well, we will show you when we get the butcher shop up how we process a deer. And we're getting close to deer season, so hopefully I'll have it up by the end of this deer season. If not, it'll be next year, but we'll teach you guys for sure. So let me know, guys. Post it down there in the comments. If you're watching this after the fact, please hit that like button on your way out the door. Your homework assignment, please share these videos. We will not be doing a live stream video here on the farm tomorrow, so we're going to skip a day. And we may skip 2 days. We may skip Friday and Saturday because I have to catch up. I've got a house sitter coming, a farm sitter coming next week, and I am headed off to Minnesota. So we will be in Minnesota. We'll be doing live streams right there in Minnesota, hopefully right in the Toro headquarters. Me and my good friend Stanley Dirt Monkey will be together, and that'll be pretty fun too. So we'll get some video footage, trying out some new equipment up there and checking out the Toro. I got the Toro shirt on right now. So checking out some of the awesome new stuff from Toro. So awesome, guys. Catfish in the frying pan, says DRW. Awesome. Wayne Turner. Good to see you guys. Willie, everybody, take care. Wayne, DR, everybody, have a wonderful evening. Cows are doing great, as you can tell. They're way over there eating. I'm going to walk over there in just a minute and check them out, make sure everybody's good, and spray Willie Bully with his little foot treatment. So guys, take care. Have a wonderful evening. Thank you so much for joining me here on the Wednesday night live stream. Be sure you click that share button. If you're ever on Facebook, click share. If you're on YouTube, click share. Let's grow this channel a little bit. We just hit 100,000 followers on Facebook a couple weeks ago. Awesome. Thanks, guys. We'll see you next time on the Stony Ridge. Woo!